Jeopardy! Fans note how Ken Jennings pays respect to Alex Trebek. Jeopardy! Fans have taken note of how current host Ken Jennings pays respect to the late Alex Trebek. He passed away in 2020 and Ken eventually took over along with Mayim Bialik. Now, a discussion about Ken has been started, and it seems that some of his attitude may be linked to the late host. Keep reading for more details. Jeopardy! Fans note how Ken Jennings pays respect to Alex Trebek. Ken Jennings took over for Alex Trebek as the host of Jeopardy! After Trebek passed away in 2020. The search went on for some time, and it was not easy to pick the right person. Yet, Ken had the experience as a show champ, but he did not get the gig solo. He was teamed up with actress and neuroscientist Mayim Bialik, and the two would alternate. However, when the 2023 writer and SAG-AFTRA strikes happened, she took a leave and was eventually let go. More so, production realized that they only needed one host and Ken was that person. At the same time, viewers have noticed he can be snarky and sometimes show off how smart he is. After all, he is a show champion, so he does have a wealth of knowledge. Recently, a Reddit thread was started to discuss what people thought about him. Did Jeopardy! Fans like Ken, were they indifferent to him? The op felt he was nice and fun but felt that he could be rude, yet they gave a possible reason. He's a smart guy, there's no denying that. However, I feel like his intelligence shows as the host. And when a contestant responds wrongly, he gives them a look, like, how did you not know that? However, others thought that his sassy snark could mean something else. He's sassy, but so was Trebek. Yeah, it almost feels like an intentional homage to Trebek when Ken does it, so I don't mind. I don't watch often, but I love Ken and think he does a great job. Love Ken more than Trebek. And I love Trebek. I think people misread Ken. Remembering Alex. It appears that many really do love Ken Jennings, yet they like him even more because he pays homage to Alex Trebek. Those were tremendous shoes to fill, yet Ken does it splendidly. Recently, he announced that there would be a forever stamp in Trebek's honor. Though some fans were thrilled, others felt it lacked the proper tribute the late host deserved. Luckily, Ken is doing his best to keep Trebek's memory alive, whether he means to or not. Do you think that Ken Jennings uses his snark as a way to honor and remember Alex Trebek, or are fans overthinking it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Ken Jennings, who rose to fame as a contestant on Jeopardy! And has since become one of its beloved hosts, holds a special place in the hearts of both the show's fans and its history. When Jennings took over as host after the passing of Alex Trebek, many fans wondered how anyone could follow such an iconic figure. Yet, in the time since, Jennings has managed to earn respect and admiration not only for his own wit and charm, but also for the reverence he consistently shows toward Trebek. Through small but meaningful gestures, Jennings has made it clear that he sees himself not as a replacement, but as a caretaker of the show's legacy. One of the most notable ways Jennings has paid tribute to Trebek is through his thoughtful approach to hosting. Jennings, who holds the record for the longest winning streak in ***, Ken Jennings, who became a household name after his legendary run as a contestant on Jeopardy!, has seamlessly transitioned into his role as host while paying deep respect to the show's iconic figure, Alex Trebek. After Trebek's passing in 2020, many fans of the beloved quiz show worried that it would be impossible for anyone to fill his shoes. Trebek had hosted Jeopardy! For 36 years, becoming synonymous with the show through his charisma, intelligence, and calming presence. Yet, Ken Jennings, now one of the regular hosts, has managed to carve out his own space while ensuring that Trebek's legacy is honored. One of the most obvious ways Jennings pays tribute to Trebek is in his demeanor as host. Rather than attempting to mimic Trebek's style, Jennings brings his own personality to the role, but with a clear sense of reverence for the man who preceded him. Fans have noticed how Jennings frequently acknowledges Trebek's legacy in subtle but impactful ways. He often refers to Trebek in his opening monologues or makes references to the late host's profound influence on the game and its fans. Jennings understands the emotional connection that longtime viewers have with Trebek and has made it a priority to show that he, too, shares that admiration. What's especially striking is how Jennings has incorporated specific, almost ritualistic tributes into his hosting duties. One such example is his consistent use of certain phrases that Trebek was known for, such as closing the show with words of gratitude and warmth toward the contestants and audience, a tradition Trebek held dear. Jennings makes a point of emphasizing how honored he is to be a part of the show's ongoing history, treating the role not as his own, but as something he is temporarily entrusted with. Fans appreciate that Jennings approaches the job with the humility and care that the show's legacy demands. Moreover, Jennings has openly discussed how much Trebek meant to him personally and professionally. Before taking on the hosting role, Jennings was a contestant who had faced Trebek's probing questions on 75 occasions during his record-breaking streak in 2004. Trebek, in many ways, was Jennings' mentor, someone who shaped Jennings' own love for trivia and the spirit of the game. Now that Jennings has taken on the mantle, he frequently shares anecdotes about Trebek, speaking of him with the kind of respect that only someone who deeply understands the significance of the role can. Jennings, a lifelong Jeopardy! Fan himself, has a unique perspective, having witnessed Trebek's excellence from the contestants' podium before standing behind it. Fans of the show have been vocal about their appreciation for Jennings' respectful hosting style, noting how he manages to honor Trebek while bringing his own energy to the game. Jennings doesn't try to overshadow Trebek's legacy, rather, he highlights it. In many ways, his tenure as